Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Now, on today's little soundbite, we're going to talk about all the different ways of how you can track your portfolio, but also why it is critical to be all over your numbers and how that can help you make more money on the markets. When you're new to cryptocurrency and you first come into the space, you want some form of way to track your portfolio, gains, losses, and all those types of things. So the first thing is that there's two ways. You can do it through buying coins on exchanges, or you can do it by buying ICOs. So there's two different platforms. The first one that I like is I use an app called Trust. Now what you can do is you can take your Ether wallet, you can download your keys into the wallet, and you've got instant access, and you can also send from this as well, which is pretty cool. And at the same time, you can also see the total value of your portfolio that you have in your Ether wallet. Now generally you keep your trading coins and also your ICO coins quite separate, or at least I do, so I have a good measure of, you know, what is the new stuff, what am I going to sell, and then what goes into the portfolio when it hits the exchanges. Most people, when they come into the space, they will normally come across Blackfolio. It seems to be one of the most popular. Now it's okay to get you started, however I do think there are better apps out there, and we're going to talk about some of them in a minute. But just with this one, I just find, you know, 1 minute your portfolio is X, then the next minute you're a billionaire because someone has put a silly price on Ether Delta, and all of that stuff feeds straight through. There's no filters on this, so it can just skew your portfolio sometimes. But it's to get you started, it's not a bad app. One of my favorite apps to use is Delta. Now with Delta, generally you can get access to coins that aren't quite on the market yet, or even finished ICOs. So at the moment I've got a coin in my portfolio. The ICO actually finishes today, but the coin is already on Delta, which is great. I went on Blackfolio, it's not there. Also what I find with this is the price is a lot tighter, so that the price actually reflects what's on the exchanges, and there's less delay on this as well, and you don't get all the skewing from Ether Delta either. So I do find this a really good solid app if you're inputting your own portfolio. Now if you're a bit of a lazy bugger and you can't be asked to put all the trades in, or you forget and all the rest of it, well, this app might be for you. On this app you can take your API keys, say something like Binance, you can copy them into this app, you just add your trading pairs, and it will download your total portfolio. So it's pretty cool, takes not long to set up, and then you don't really have to do anything. So it makes it a lot easier and takes the hassle out of all of it. Now I've only been using this for about a month now, and I've got to say it's pretty good. And I use this to track the Binance exchange and all my coins that I have there. The other way you could do it is through Excel. Now this isn't everyone's cup of tea because it's a little bit extra work. So the other thing you can do is you can use Excel. Now this is a little bit more work, and ideally you probably want to nick someone's template. I've built my own. I'm actually in the process of rebuilding it all and making it a lot more user friendly. So here I just have what I'm holding, I've invested, especially for ICOs, because obviously you can't track that on some of the apps. ICO price, current value, what's the profit, and then the real beauty of this spreadsheet is I can start forecasting prices, which I can't do in the apps. And I have my own way of how I do pricing, and that will come in a completely different video at some point. But it allows me to sort of speculate on what I think things will be worth. So what I will do at some point, I will create a Google Docs once I've finished the final spreadsheet, and I will do a whole tips video on that one, and then people can just download that and use that as you will. And I'll do that when I get to 10,000 subscribers as a little treat for you guys. So some of the main reasons why you want to track your portfolio. The first one is your gains and losses, and as we've talked about in previous videos, is that you want to let your runners run and you want to cut your losses. So make sure that you're on top of that. The next one is obviously for tax purposes, especially if you're in America, you're going to get hammered here. So you need to know your numbers. Now I don't do it by individual trades. I do it as a total portfolio because it's just one lump. You know, I don't pay my taxes by individual trades. I pay it by a lump sum. So it's going to be, I made X and therefore I owe X to the tax man. So that's how I track it, and it's just a lot easier. So monitor your progress. You know, how are you performing? How are you doing? You've got more losses than you have gains. Are you not selling quick enough, or what is it? So you can track that. And also you can do that forecasting piece that we talked about, which will allow you to speculate on your portfolio and what it potentially could be worth. It also allows you to elaborate on opportunities and work out risk reward as well. And that's quite important because you really want to leverage what you have in your portfolio. And the other thing is, once you have all this information and data, you can then create a strategy and you can be really smart about how you run your portfolio. I hope you got some great value out of today's video, and in the next video I'm going to talk about why you should have 2 portfolios. Follow me on social media or join one of my Facebook groups, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm feeling